Welcome back to the Realm of Inspiration. I am the Elfian Realm Communicator, Castelia Novatheo, and today we are meeting the domains again. This is the third episode in our series, and in today's episode we are meeting the... drumroll please, wait, here he is! The Traveler Guide domain. Now this domain is harder for me to introduce in the sense that it's very rare that I've ever channeled a visitor elf or a traveler elf. And I cannot channel Traveler Guide elves as they are people's spirit guides. I can get messages from my own and deliver them to you, but they don't step through into the way that I channel. They just don't step through into me to communicate, but I can channel the elder of the domain, and I'll let him speak and introduce, and if he feels that it is appropriate for a visitor elf to step through or a traveler elf to step through, then he'll make that decision. But for the traveler guides in general, he will speak on their behalf. I am going to flip to a section in his section and see if there's a little quote to get us started. Okay. So the one that I flipped to is a quote from the Traveler Elves. So, well, the Traveler Elves, they are some of the oldest souls in our system. Travelers are just some of the oldest souls in our system, and they would like to share, and this is what they shared in the book. You must release the old to be able to move on to the next chapter of your life. Not only that, you must be open to whatever is on the next page when you turn it. Because being open to what the universe has in store for you helps you release the fear of the unknown. That's really, really nice and very much needed right now. So now I'm going to tune into the Traveler Guide Elder and let him come through. So, hello, hi, beautiful souls. I am the Traveler Guide Elder of the Traveler Guide domain of the Elfian Realm. We are called the Traveler Guide domain because the main elves that are housed in our domain of the Elfian Realm are Traveler Guides. Traveler Guides means that they are a guide of a soul. They are spirit guides. The traveler part means that they can travel back and forth between many different planets and systems and realms and offer support and guidance to other elves that need to travel into the Earth realm and hang out behind the veil here on Earth. They work and offer support to many different kinds of souls in our system. They offer support to dragons, phoenixes, fairies, and angels. They guide and are in a way a portal of the Elfian realm, and which is why they will bring in visitor elves when a visitor elf is ready to come and explore the earth for the first time from beyond the veil. After the first time, a visitor elf gains the ability, if they choose to continue within the path of being in the traveler domain, they gain the ability to be traveler-like and bring themselves to Earth and come and go as much as they need to. All elves start at visitor status, and all elves start in our domain. That is because we believe that the elves should have an ability to choose whatever path that they want. We want to give them the free will. They may be born with certain gifts and abilities that work better for them if they were to choose a certain path, but at the end of the day, it's up to them. So they all come in visitor form, and by their first time visiting Earth, they make the decision which domain they would like to continue working in on a soul level. They know. On a soul level, they know which one is right for them. They just need to see it. It can be a triggering spark for a visitor elf when they decide that they want to be a traveler guide. It's when they observe other traveler guides working with a soul. That is their spark. Seeing you work with your traveler guide, your Elfian traveler guide, there could be a visitor elf watching that, and that is their spark to continue down the traveler guide domain. We picked our name to be what the majority of our domain is because it's the best way to describe what we are. It's also the best way to describe what I am. As an elder, I guide them all. I can travel back and forth. And we take the traveling word very literally, but that's not all that it is. And I will there is a traveler elf who would like to come through and communicate to the collective. So once I'm done, I will let him do that. But right now, I'm going to explain more about the visitors and the guides. The visitors can help you in many different ways because they observe things, they see things. Only visitors that choose to continue down the traveler guide path get the title visitor status. Not just visitors, visitor status. Visitor status means that that's where they are until they get to traveler guide status, and that becomes what they are, and then traveler status. When they are at visitor status, they can see a lot of things that you can't, and they can have messages for you, things of guidance. And a lot of times, if you ask your traveler guide for a message, they might be delivering something that a visitor elf, a visitor status elf, witnessed. And that's where a lot of the information can come from. If in your mind it doesn't make sense, how can my Elfian Traveler Guide know what's happening somewhere else if I'm talking to them right now energetically? It's because there is this communication tunnel on a soul level where no matter where we are, no matter where our energy is at the present moment, we can connect to all elves in our realm and get messages from them. It's how we are connected. It's the way that we are connected, through the petals of the flower of inspiration. And you all, humans, have that connection as well, where you can understand and communicate with each other on a soul level, even if you're not physically in the same space, or even energetically in the same space. Even if you're a world apart, an ocean apart, you can get into a meditative state and be able to connect with each other. That's what astral projection is, but the more that you work and the more that you develop your spiritual development and your abilities, you can develop that skill to be able to, while you are not in an astral projected state, communicate with other beings that come from the same star origins as you. Those are the connections that you have on a soul level. That understanding is very beautiful. Now for the guides, they're your guides, and they guide you with Ascension mainly. We work with Ascension. That's our main goal, to help the souls ascend. But also we guide in anything and everything that we can. Anything we can to offer you support. Your traveler, your Elfian Traveler Guide, they work with you on different levels depending on your soul's connection with them. For example, our communicator is the Elfian Realm Communicator. So her traveler guide not only works to help her in Ascension and is with her as her main guide for that purpose, but also is with her to help her understand the Elfian Realm and understand a lot more things, and offer space for her to develop her channeling ability and many other things to aid in her mission and purpose. And all traveler guide elves, they aid in your mission and purpose as well. They help you understand what mission you are meant to accomplish in this lifetime, or missions, what tasks you are meant to do. When you have an energetic checkpoint coming up, they connect to a warrior elf and let you know what checkpoints are coming up on your path for your spiritual development. Your Elfian Traveler Guides can also check and let you know if you're on the right path or not. They can let you know how to get back on the path if you've strayed a little bit. They offer you guidance and support to step away from the negative polarity into the positive polarity, into the light, and into the light of your soul. Also, they hold the secret key to what your purpose is. Yes, your highest self knows what your purpose is, and so does your soul. But if you ask your Elfian Traveler Guide if you are ready to know what your true purpose is, they will let you know. They'll either tell you, yes, you are, here's what it is, or no, not yet. You have to pass this, and this checkpoint to be able to understand what your true purpose is, and then I will tell you. You have to ask if you are ready to know what your purpose is, not what your purpose is. We do not lie, but we also know that there are some things that you're not allowed to know on a soul level. And so to ensure that you're getting the proper message that is beneficial for your development, the questions that you have to ask have to be pretty specific in that regard. Now, a traveler would like to step through from my domain. And actually, this traveler soul is a little bit older than me, and I'm an elder of our domain, but he's existed for a long time, and he has a few things to share about how the travelers can help you. Hello, I am a traveler elf. I have existed since pre-Atlantis. I am one of the oldest elf souls to exist other than our source, And when the elder was chosen for our domain, they chose an elder with the gifts and ability to guide and aid us, no matter what age his soul happened to be at the time. So I did not choose to become an elder just because I am an older soul. I wanted to stay as I was in the Traveler, Ascended Master, planetary, energetic, holding space, where the transition space is to develop into higher purposes. Ascended Masters go to this energetic meeting place, where they start to learn and grow and go through a different learning process. And there are Travelers. Traveler is a phase that you go through before you become an Ascended Master in the human world. For us, we do not have Ascended Masters. Travelers, we are the Ascended Masters, just depending on how much we've experienced different things and what our experience level is and how old our soul is and what we've done to help people. That determines that. But in this space, travelers of human, elf, fairy, dragon alike all hang out, get to know each other, and learn to work together as all the collective of the system did in Atlantis, working together. Now, us travelers typically don't step through for our communicator, as energetically we are of a very high dimensional frequency, even higher than the cosmic elementals, but not higher than our source, and that can cause a lot of weirdness for our communicator, but we believe that now she's ready to start to channel us more. We offer wisdom, we offer support, we also can offer you guidance and understanding what to do next. So when you complete a specific mission, your traveler guide connects to us to learn how to help you ascend to your next mission. Ascending past missions is a form of ascension. Completing missions and completing tasks, you ascend each time you complete one. Each time you ascend to a new level. We can offer you guidance and support on how to figure out what to do with certain things, because we know that your guides give you very vague, your mission is to help this person. That's vague. How do you go about doing that? Since we have more wisdom, we can offer you support on how to accomplish that. Experience equals wisdom, and with traveler guides, there's only so much that they know, and a lot of times they'll sit and come and visit with us and learn from us so that we can offer them support. Also with us travelers, there are assistants to the elders, who are also traveler status, who work one-on-one with the elder or with any elder to help the elves themselves. We can help you and we help the elves. The assistants to the elders will help only the elves. That's just how they are. Their whole purpose and sole existence for being is to help and guide the elves so that they can help and guide you and help the earth and help the system. But you can call upon us for a different perspective and higher understanding of certain things. We would like to deliver a message right now, and we deem it important to do so, that at this time, it is very important for you to spend your time focusing on your higher dimensional chakras and stepping into your highest dimensional self so that you can understand things from a higher perspective, especially if part of your mission in this lifetime is to do light work. We say mission because light work is not a purpose, it is a mission that aids in your purpose. Everyone's purpose is specific to their star origins. The more you understand your star origins, the more you can understand your purpose. That is all we have left to communicate to you, collective. Hopefully you connect to our domain and connect to your traveler guides, and through connecting to your guides, you can connect to us, the visitors, and all in our domain to help you ascend. Thank you, elves. Let's see if there's any last message in the book. Literally flip to the 5D chakras, so that just amplifies the message to keep connecting to your 5D chakras. Speaking of the 5D chakras, in the next episode in the series, we will be meeting the healer domain, and that will be most likely a longer video as there are a lot of different healers, and I don't know how they'll step forth to explain themselves, so stay tuned for that. And as always, sending you love, light, and inspiration. Stay inspired, beautiful souls, and I will see you, and so will the elves, in the next episode of Meet the Domains.